Hey guys, this is Jaden from Team Shadow Strike coming at you with a video regarding a certain type of card that is available in the game. First off, quick notice, if you notice, I'm usually wearing a hat. Today I've changed hats. Just got my 2013 World Champions hat in today, so I figured I'd show it off for you guys. If you're a Heat fan, great. If not, other than that, all I've been doing is sitting here watching TV all day, listening to the Dwight Howard scenario. If you follow sports, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's move on. This isn't a sports discussion channel, even though I really think I should start one. This is a Cardfight Vanguard channel, and tonight I am going to talk about self-damagers. These are just the ones that I personally use in all my decks currently. The one for Aqua Force, the one for Gold Pals, and the one for Narukami. Now, self-damaging cards, in my opinion, they're very... How do I put this? They're a toolbox card. They serve multiple purposes, and I don't think everybody realizes this, so I wanted to make a video explaining why I think these cards are good. Now, I don't think every clan has one. I mean, I know each of these three have grade 2 counterparts for their respective clans that do the exact same thing. I know there's one for Great Nature that's a grade 2, but those are the only ones that I can really think of. There's probably others out there, but these are the ones that I'm just aware of because I use them. Even though I don't use the grade 2 one for my Great Nature deck. Anyway, speaking of profiles, go check out all the new profiles I posted from the previous week from just new cards that I've gotten. But anyway, let's get back to this. Self-damagers, as we all know, if they're the grade 1, I'm going to be talking about specifically the grade 1s, even though they're the same thing, but my point here is this. If they're a grade 1, they all have 6k. They all have 6,000 power. If they're grade 2, they have 8. But anyway, self-damagers read as follows. Counterblast 1. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard or the Rearguard, if you have a Narukami Vanguard, I'm reading Dragon Monk Genku, but it will apply to whatever clan, so it would say if you have an Aqua Force, if you have a Gold Pal, if you have a Great Nature, or whatever clan you're playing, if you have a whatever Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, put the top card of your deck in the damage zone. So you take the top card off your deck and put it face up into your damage zone. And at the beginning of your end phase of that turn, choose a card from your damage zone, return it to the deck, and shuffle your deck. Now, most people think these cards, all they do is they give you access to an early limit break or ultimate break. And that is true. These cards do give us access to our best abilities and maybe a turn or two early, and then we get to heal damage. So it serves two purposes. We get to use it without having to have the risk of having the high amount of damage in order to do so. But these things also serve other purposes. Specifically, I want to talk about my Ginkaku, because this is the one where he was the one that made me decide I wanted to do a video on this. And the reason is, I was playing my Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion the Blood deck in the first tournament that I could. It was the weekend of when I posted my Set 9 box opening video, and I had just 2 Bloods. I was playing 3 of him, and I used all 3 of them in the game. And I was at 2 damage at one point, and the 2 cards that I damage checked were both heal triggers. Now, I used his skill to put me at 3 damage, even though that doesn't do anything for me, but my point here is I was able to take one of those heal triggers and put them back into my deck. Not because I necessarily had to, but in late game, in case you have to take a damage, you want to have as many heal triggers in the deck as you possibly can, in case you can hit that heal trigger off the top to save you. So I put my heal trigger back just to make me feel a little more comfortable and have more triggers in my deck, because we like having triggers in the deck. These cards, they don't just serve the purpose of getting you to your limit break skills. They also serve as, they can put key cards back in your deck. You can counterblast a card that you want to put back in the deck. So, if, say, there was also one time where I counterblasted my, where is he? right there, where I used his skill to put one of my 2 copies of the Blood back in the deck because I wanted to be able to get cross-ride to the Blood in that game. So I counterblasted my copy of the Blood and then shuffled him right back in. So these self-damaging cards, they serve more than one purpose. They not only give us access to our best skills, but they also help us return cards to the deck that we would like to have. Maybe it's a key card, such as a trigger unit, a heal trigger. Maybe it's your boss monster and you've milled 2 of them out. You play 4 and you just want to make sure you have as many in the deck as possible. I mean, these cards have more than one use, and I think they don't get a fair trial. The first one I ever played was this one, the one for Aquaforce, and the only reason I played it, and the only reason at the time that I thought this card was good, was to give me access to my Limit Break, and that is a common misconception. But I challenge you to try these cards if you're looking for maybe just a change up for your lineup, because they're very, very good cards. Yeah, they're only a 6k boost. That is their one downside. But in most decks now, because most decks have at least one type of an 11k Vanguard, a 6k boost is still okay. And also, for cross rides, it's no problem at all, because in my the Blood and my Platinum Azel deck, I play 3 of each of these to give me, so I can ultimate break early. And what's really nice is, say you use their skill and it puts you at 4 damage to your opponent's 2. Now, you're going to get to heal 1 in the end phase, so you're going to be at 3 damage. Say when you attack that turn, you reveal a heal trigger. You not only get to heal 1 in the end phase, but you get to heal again, so you technically heal twice. So you can go from 4 to 2 damage. So these cards, they not only serve as a purpose to get key cards back in the deck, give you access to your Limit Break, but they can sometimes also help your damage zone by giving you 2 less damage than you started with that turn. Giving you 2 more, of course, after you use their skills. So, I think these cards, they get a bum rap. I think, I've seen not a lot of players, but the players that I do know that use these, they know how to properly abuse these cards, because not only do, like I've said, they give you many different options. So I really encourage you to try these cards if you have a deck that, like most players now have, one of their key ways to victory is to use their Limit Break skill. So if you do have a deck such as the Blood, a Gold Paladin, an Aquaforce, or a Great Nature deck, just to name a few, if you play these decks, give these cards a try, because I'll be honest, I was a little skeptical first about using them, but they are a very, very good card. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about self-damagers or you have anything to say about them, please feel free to share your comments in the comment section below. Please rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the drill. And thanks for watching.